here's the promised flip through of my planner. I've got some stuff going on in it, but not very much yet. I'm working on it. I'm using it, but I haven't got all the decorative stuff in that I want to do. But I'm really happy with it, and again, if you didn't see when I talked about it, make sure you check out Shannon Green, her YouTube channel, for her planner. I pretty much copied hers. Love it. It's great. It's I'm using it a little differently, and mine's a little different obviously just because, you know, we're different, but I really totally just like loved her planner and wanted to do one that was a lot like it. So I check out here. If there's not a link that comes up on the screen right here, I'll try, but if that doesn't work, then there'll be a link down in the description, way down there, a link to her YouTube video on her planner, because it's really awesome and she's lots of fun, so you should check her out. But anyways, my planner, again, composition notebook that I've just been playing with, and I just have a couple things clipped in here. This is a quote that I really like that I think I'm going to put either on the cover or the inside cover. It says, "A dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. A plan backed by action makes your dreams come true," by Greg Reed. So I love that quote, and because this is my goal, my dream goal planner, that was like a perfect quote. Like, I want to make my dreams happen. So there you go. So first what I did is I put in a few things, and all these are put in either with decorative duct tape or washi tape. So that's all I did. These are pages out of like a small smash book that comes in a binder. I think it's called Reflections. Recollections. I think it's that brand. And I bought my daughter a planner, and she's smash book, and she wasn't interested. So I'm using the papers out of it for this because they're the right size and I like them. So this is just an extra piece off of one that I used because this keeps hitting the back. So this is just to cover this. And then what I did is I glued one of these pockets onto a larger pocket, and then I just attached all of that with washi tape at the bottom so it'll flip. Oopsies. And so I have my little clips are hiding back here, and they're on a tag so I can flip them up and get them off easier without trying to slide them on. So that's that. These are just holding a bunch of, you see that, journaling cards, so that I have for smash books and stuff. They're double-sided, so most of these are going to go in with washi tape on the side, that way I can write on both sides, because they're two-sided, I'm not going to waste them. And then these are some more smash book. These are all single-sided, so I'll just glue these down. These are all just little smash book journaling cards. I'm sick and I'm tired and I've lost my train of thought too much, but every time I was turning this, it kind of flips, and when I would close it, this corner was rubbing, so that's why I put this little protective flap. And then on the next page, this is out of an old like scrapbooking supplies. It was a sticker pocket page that I cut up, and then I just taped it around the edge with washi tape. And then this is just like an old hotel room key card, and just a different selection of my washi tapes wrapped around it because it'll come off nice and clean. And this is totally from Shannon Green's idea, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. So I might make more of those later, but for now, that's enough for now. These are, believe it or not, these are giant, well, not giant, but they're stickers, journaling stickers that I thought were kind of cool. So I have those. My sticky notes, so I can put sticky notes, and I like the colors. These are almost the size of my days, and they're bigger, but they're close. I mean, I can tear them down, or I can just stick it over there, and who cares if there's something that I need to just add on top or whatever. So I have these different selection of sticky notes. This is a page protector that I cut the side and the top off of and taped it in, so it is open, and I just have two different kinds of scrapbook paper in here so that I can't see through it. And then these are sticky note note papers. I thought those were great. So I have these so I can just like stick them in, and I'm using one as like my to-do list in my January. So on both sides I have my sticky notes. These are Post-its as well, but they're tabs. So, and then these are from Smash, and these are from Smash. And then I took the excess pieces of plastic. Can you see that? There's a little piece of plastic. And I taped it down just on one side, so it doesn't want to really flip. It wants to lay this way, because every time I closed the page, these were getting flipped up. So I want to make sure that those stayed protected. So I have two of those little pieces of plastic just laid over top of them, so that whenever I flip the page and it lays down, it doesn't mess those edges up. On these it's okay because the open edge is on this side, but because the loose edge is on the right, it tends to want to fold and get messed up. And these are some more of those pockets, and I just stuck a couple of these cute little things. I'm sure everybody's seen all this stuff from Smash, and of course now that I got them out, I can't get them back in. Yeah, that's the way it goes. So I have those, and these are just some little stamp stickers, and I put another one of those flaps because they're really loose and I didn't want them to fall out. A couple more journaling cards, all done with washi tape. Obviously, I like the pink polka dot one because I have it everywhere. And then on this page, I just glued down these little craft paper envelopes, and these have little small journaling cards in them. And then this one up here has a couple different sizes of tags. And then this is a big pocket from Smash, I think. It's just a big pocket. I can't show you the whole thing because I took an envelope and cut the flap off and taped it on, glued it on top of the pocket, so it's like a double pocket. So in the back I have these really big, and these aren't even journaling cards at this point. I mean, they are, but they'll be like a full-on page, and I will stick those in with tape, and that way I can add things. If I have a lot to say or something, it'll be nice to be able to add that in. So I have those in there, and then some really big tags, and then some more smaller tags that are all printed and pretty. So I have those in the envelope. Then that's pretty much all of my supplies that I threw in here. Anyways, I figured that was plenty. And here I just made a pocket, and I have note paper in here, different kinds of note paper. So if I want to write a note, and then I can just clip it in with my clips from the front to wherever I want. So I like that. Right now, this is just kind of my plan for my planner, I guess. Well, this is just I want that IKEA cart that everybody has in teal. I heard there's a red one. I want it so bad. Actually, I want the teal one too. I bought them both. So how can you have too many carts, right? You can't have too many carts. There's no such thing. That's like saying there's a such thing as too much art supplies or paper crafting supplies. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as too much art supplies. So then you need too many carts to put all your extra art supplies in, right? It makes sense to me anyways. It's my logic. Hold on, I need tea. Okay, so I just have a list of the pages that I want to add in here. I left some blank pages here in the front. And I'm weird. I like thick paper. So I glued 2 pages together in most of this book because I like thick paper and I'm kind of kooky that way. So I did take the time to glue pages together. And I usually use my spray mount for this, and it's real quick and easy, but no, that wasn't working this time. It wasn't working. I don't know why. I didn't have any. It wasn't spraying right, so I used all these non-wrinkle glue sticks. Do I have one to show you? Okay, I used these Scotch wrinkle-free, I never see that, wrinkle-free glue sticks. So that's why my pages are not completely gumped up like a lot of things get when you use glue on thin paper. But that's what I did because I'm weird. And then lists, like I wanted a sticky note page, and I didn't have a page of just different sticky notes, so I wanted to make one of those, and I wanted a tiny notebook, and I bought these little tiny notebooks to glue in, and then I found these sticky pad note paper, and then I fell in love with that. So I ripped out some of the pages out of the little notebook, so I have it in the pretty purple that I found. And then I have different pages that I want to add into here that I haven't done yet, and I promise soon, because I'm going to need them. I want to make an accounting page, like a finance page, so that I can put in here, write down what I've spent on art supplies. I have no idea what I spent last year on art supplies. I'm not very good about keeping track, and I should really know, like, how much am I really spending, because it could be frightening. It could be frightening. So I want to put that in. I'll probably put a pocket to tuck receipts in, or an envelope that I can shove the receipts in. And then I want a page for YouTube video ideas, for additional workshop ideas, and specifically paintings if I want to do an actual painting. What do I want to do? And I want to do a list of some journaling prompts, and I want to make a plan for a 1-year planner for next year. So, and then I want to make a pen loop. I want to add a pen loop on here. I think I'm going to, out of like duct tape or something, add a pen loop, or I'll just grab my Smash elastic that has pen pockets, or pen, it's not loops, it's like little holes in the elastic that I can stick them through. So I don't know. We'll see if I take it anywhere. As of right now, my little cup with my colored pens is working just fine. I don't have very many colors. I just have the ones that I used in here on my calendar pages. So I have a few blank pages in the front that I can use for those ideas if I want to, and then I have some in the back too. And then I literally just cut cardstock tags that I thought had cute patterns and made my tabs. They're not fancy because I didn't have any cute tabs, and I wanted, I don't know, just a little something. So I made my own tabs, and then I drew out my calendars, and I did the month in a glance because I don't think I have anything personal in here. But I did my month at a glance because so far I'm not so busy that I need to see every single day with a lot on it. I mean, I have some busy days where, you know, I'm doing a couple things in one day, but I have this, and, you know, I have my little things. This is like really important. This is the day that I want to get my class, my workshop for the face done. So that, yeah, if you can read that, you know what one of my goals, my dreams for the future is. Hawaii. I want to live in Hawaii so bad. Not even funny. We're looking at land right now. Definitely a long-term goal, you know, like a year or two, but that's something that I want to do. And just, you know, so I have my calendar on here. And, oh, look, my hubby's birthday. Oh, I love him so much. But anyways, and then I just stuck one of those stickies in here, and these are just notes. And right now these are things that just happened this month, or I kind of wrote them in early because I'm a jump the gun kind of person, and my daughter may not get her braces this month. It may be next month, but like one of them got their braces. One of them did start college. She started right there. Big day. So that's good. And then I published my first online course, right? I haven't done it yet, but that's like I'm making it real. It already happened. I wrote it down, so now I have to make it happen. And this is just my to-do list of things that I need to just take care of right now. And then I have others that I should write on there or clip in here, but I haven't yet. And then, hold on, I have to go blow my nose. I'll be right back. This is what happens when you are sick and you decide you have to make a video anyways because you haven't put a video up for so long that it doesn't matter if you're sick. You just need to get your butt in there and do it. So this is me, and I'm taking breaks to blow my nose. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. So as you can see, gluing 2 pages together is fine, dry, and Sharpie, great. This is the back side of a page that I painted. This is what happens because this is not good journaling or art journaling paper. This is really crappy paper. And I should have gessoed and all of that, but whatever. Who cares, right? I mean, I'm just going to do something else, or I'll glue something over this, or I'll paint on it and use this as the texture, and it won't matter. But that's because this is kind of my crappy journal. I'm just going to mess around in here a little bit. Maybe smash a little more because that won't really do much because there's not a lot of paint involved. So that's what I'll do. I'll come back to those in a minute. So then I have, you know, the rest of my calendars, and then in between the months I left a page or two so that I could smash. I could write, if I wanted to write something, I could, like highlights of the month, I might do that. And if I wanted art journal some more, and I might do what I've seen some others do, I forget what's the name of it, Documented Life, I think that's the name. It's a free prompt. It's a weekly prompt for your planner that you can journal in as well, and they tip in an extra page right here, and they'll tape it in smaller than this, obviously. They'll tape it with washi tape here, and then it folds in, and then they close it. And it's so then they can use like good paper, which is really smart because this paper sucks for art journaling. So it's a really smart idea to go ahead and you know, tape it. And then you can paint it separately and not get paint all over your book, because I had to be really careful not to get paint everywhere when I was painting in here. When I was journaling. So that's kind of a good idea to do it on a separate piece of paper and then just tape it in, or staple it right on top if you don't have anything to put on this page. So that's kind of a good idea. And then, so I have all my months, and they're different colors, and I don't know, I just had fun. And I edged all of these pages with washi tape just because I know I'm going to be flipping them and grabbing them a lot, and I didn't want them to tear. So all of my months are taped like that. Some of them have the pages that I glued together, and then I started feeling like I was running out of pages, so then some of them just have loose pages. This one has a lot in between, so I better have some plans that time, right? So that's what I did. And then on other ones, there's like, you know, just a couple loose sheets. So if I do decide to paint something, it probably won't be on these thin pages because they're not going to hold up real great unless I really gesso both sides first. That would work. If you want to actually paint in yours and you're making something like this, gesso both sides, and that'll help with the curling. And because my pages were glued, one was wet, one was dry, that's why they wanted to curl up, so and got so bad. So then all my months are there, and then I left pages in the back, and this one I tried to glue together with regular glue stick. Don't do it. If you're going to use a glue stick, use that wrinkle-free, because otherwise this is what it looks like. And then the rest of them, I was like, oh, that's just not even worth it, so they're all just single pages. And this is where I'm going to be writing anyways. It's not going to much matter. I'm not painting on these. I'm going to add those extra pages, like my finance page or my wish list, my ideas for YouTube videos, things like that back here. So what I did today, and I have the video of the journal pages coming too. So I played a little. Here, let me show you one at a time. So I played a little, and first, and I didn't do a double page like I usually do. Oh my goodness, I have to blow my nose again. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And like I was saying, I know I'm like sniffly all through this, and I don't even hear it anymore. I don't hear it. But when I edit this video, I'm going to hear nothing but sniffling. It's going to drive me crazy. But I'm going to put this video up anyways. I'm going to. So when I first came in and I started journaling, I'm sick. I'm not feeling it all that much. Really, like seriously, just, I don't know. Not, so I kind of ended up just like deciding I'm just going to play. I'm going to paint like I did when I was 5. When I was 5, I always painted trees and houses, you know, so I did trees. And that's it, just simple. Just, I like slapped some paint on here. I think maybe I was inspired by that Kaiser paper because I had these little leaf tree looking things. I don't know. It just made me think trees, I guess. So that's what I did. I painted trees, and I stuck this washi tape down here. I might write something later. I don't know. So I just left it like this because I thought it was cute, and I don't care. And I got paint on the page, and it felt good to play. And sometimes it's so good to just paint like a kid, you know. I can try, and I can paint pretty things all the time. I can paint pretty girls whenever I want. I can make cute smashbook pages. I can do stuff that I think is cute. Sometimes I just want to be childlike, and I think it's kind of healthy to take that time. Oh, my nose. Oh, I gotta try and get through the rest of this without having to stop. So anyways, I just think it's good. I just think it's good sometimes. Am I shaking everything? The whole world is shaking. It's just good to paint like a kid and just, you know, not worry about what it's going to turn out like. And sometimes it helps, like today, when I'm feeling a little funky because I'm sick and I don't really know what I want to do, and I don't know if I have a really good idea. Like, ideas will come while I'm making stuff like this. And this is what my art journal is for, especially my junky art journals. It's for this kind of stuff. Just getting some paint on the page, playing with the paintbrush, and just having a good time. And then I made something I really thought was super cute next to it. Look. Oh! It's Molliee. Molliee with a haircut. Look how cute she is. She got a haircut. This is right after we found her. So this was her first haircut at our house. That's why my daughter's hands are in here holding her still, because we weren't sure if she'd hold still on the counter and I didn't want her to fall. But sorry. So this is Molliee. This is what her haircut looks like right now. I was going to bring her in here, but she's off playing because we're doggy sitting for a friend, and she thinks he's a lot of fun. And it's another one of our dogs. It was actually one of our puppies that we gave to a friend of ours, and she thinks he's so much fun and she won't leave him alone. So they're off playing, and they're busy. But that's what she looks like right now. She's all shaved down because she was getting pretty fluffy and ratty. She looked like Chewbacca, right? Or an Ewok. Now look, gremlin. Doesn't she look like a cute little gremlin? Before they're scary. Cute gremlin. That's Molliee. I want to show, and then this is, well, you saw how I made this. So I was really happy with this. Really happy with this. This was fun and cute, and this messing around, just not really doing a whole lot of caring, leads to things like this sometimes. I just need to get started when I'm feeling kind of yucky or not into it, or I don't know what I want to do. Sometimes I gotta make this. I gotta make stuff like this, and I don't hate it. I mean, it's not great or anything, but it's not, I mean, I'm not gonna rip it out, but it's attached to February. I can't rip it out. It's there. But, you know, sometimes you have to make this to come up with something like this that you're really happy with. So I had a good time making this. And this isn't terribly hard either. This is pretty quick and simple, but, you know, it's cute and I had fun. But I want to show you. This is what she looked like after we cleaned her up when we found her. And I told you guys that she's our rescue dog that we found whenever we found her when we were at the river. And she came out of the brush, and it's not the greatest picture, but that's what she looked like. And her hair was longer. It's kind of hard to tell how bad this poor dog looked. She had tags. This is what makes me sad, is she had tags. They weren't her tags. They were like dated 4 years ago, and she was a baby. She still had some baby teeth, permanent teeth, but like baby teeth next to him that hadn't fallen out yet. So she was still under a year old when we found her. And so somebody put some other tags, I don't know, to take her camping or something, but I was bummed that we couldn't find her owner because she had tags. I thought, oh, for sure I can, you know, get her back home. And somebody had to love this dog. She's so sweet. She's housebroken, so I mean, somebody cared, right? At some point, or at least she got housebroken in about 2 seconds at our house. But I thought for sure we'd find her owners and, you know, happy reunion. And no. It didn't happen. Which now I love Molliee and I'm glad she's part of our family. But that's what she looked like, and you can't really see it here, but all of this is mats. All of this is matted. We barely saved her face. I mean, you can kind of see around her nose, but matted and sticks and twigs and everything stuck in her, and all the way up to her skin matted. We had to shave her bald like this, shaver. And then, you know, we managed to save her face and comb that out. Most of her ears, but she was pretty bad. But we love Molliee. So this is my journal pages that I stuck in my journal, and see, that's the back. Yeah, not the best journaling paper. Not the best. It doesn't matter to me because again, this is just my planner. This is a composition notebook, so it's not like I expect it to turn out beautiful because there's good paper. So this is where I'm seriously going to play. You think my other trash journal that I threw together is a play place? This is serious play. There's that was my ring hitting my plastic box over here. But what else are you gonna do? I'm still gonna stick stuff in here. I'm still gonna do things. I'm having a good time with this. I'm in love with these little, you know, pockets and things that I threw together. I'm so excited about it. And these are just those pages that I showed you, those recollection pages. And I just cut the I didn't cut anything off except for the top where the white part was, and then just taped them in with washi tape on both sides. And they come with different color on each side, so that's kind of cool already that way. So I hope you make a planner because I love mine. I'm having so much fun with it, and goals. I'm going to have days in here that, you know, pages in here. There we go. Pages in here of, you know, what I want to do. You know, whatever my dreams are, or finances unfortunately have to go in here too, but I'm having fun with my planner. I like it a lot. I come in and I just like to open it and flip through it just because it's paper. It's real paper. I'm so technical. Everything's digital. Everything's in my phone calendar, and this is fun for me. And I don't know. I may be the crazy person that picks this up and takes this away around with me. And I'm going to have to get a big purse because I carry a tiny purse on purpose, because if I carry a big purse, I fill it up. Whatever size bag I got, it's full. So I may have to do that just because I want to be like the crazy person who like busts this out at the doctor's office. Okay. Whew. When do you want to make my next appointment? I'm like it's retarded, I know. I can't, but I like it. I like it. I may have to make a smaller version to carry around with me again. I don't know. It's not good. I like carrying a tiny purse, but I really like my planner. I like it. So that's all I got. That is all I got. Oh, that's not all I got. I got one more idea. I think I've got it figured out what I'm going to do with my cling stamps. I don't have very many. I try not to collect so many stamps, and I have so many wood block stamps that adding more to them by buying all the cling ones seems kind of redundant, but I have some, and I hate, and you saw me having to pull them out to do these hearts, pull them out of the packaging. I hate that. And so I think I have an idea on how I'm going to store those in a binder, and I'm super excited about it, and I plan on working on that really soon and getting a video up for you guys on that. What else do I got going on? My class is coming up soon. I'll have a video on that whenever it happens. Please, please, please make sure you click the thumbs up down below for me. I have no idea how to do this so you can see it. Click the thumbs up down below for me, please. It matters to YouTube, so makes my videos go out to more people, so I would appreciate it if you click the thumbs up. Leave a comment if you have anything to say, if you just like my little Molly dog, if you have questions, if you have any questions on how I did any part of this planner, which I hope is pretty self-explanatory, but if you have any questions or any ideas, things that you want to see me do, I don't know, if you just want to say hi, leave me a comment, and I'll respond to all of them. So don't think I don't pay attention to them. I pay attention to my comments and my viewers, and I keep up on that, I think every day. I think at least every other day at the latest, but usually every day I check for new comments on my videos. So I keep up with you guys. So if you leave me a comment, I will respond to you if you have a question or a comment, or again, just want to say hi or tell me about your rescue dog. Whatever you want to say. Say hi to me. And I will see you guys soon. Hopefully next time I won't be sniffling and stopping to blow my nose and coughing. Yeah, I just really hope I get well. I'm tired of being sick again. It's no fun. But those are my pages, and I like this one. Okay, I love this one. I think she's such a cutie pie. I think that's why, because she's on here. It's cute. But that's my planner, and I love it. And there'll be more later. I'm sure I'll